Today I'm sharing a prose piece I've written. If you sort the videos on my channel by popularity, you'll see that one of my most popular videos is a performance at a speech and debate competition 11 years ago. My most popular video honestly makes me cringe, but it was also related to speech and debate. Suffice to say, this extracurricular activity had a profound impact on me. I think part of the impact it had was giving me a glimpse of the person I was meant to be. Sharing this thing I wrote is me trying to get closer to that person that writes and reads and shares or something. Anyway, it's unpolished and amateur. Please let me know what you think and whether you find it coherent. Before my Southwest flight this morning, I went on your website. I noticed you used pictures of me that made me anonymous, and I found that reassuring. It made me feel like you'd moved on in a healthy way, and I was just present in them as a general feature of the work. I also looked to see if you still had photos of me on your profile. You did. For the first time, I didn't feel angry and bitter when I looked at them. The waves of toxicity they used to remind me of were washed away, either by the tides of time or the new current flowing into my thought streams from the noticing of your website photos. I don't know which, since there's no timestamp on the website, and I can't remember if those pictures were always there. It seemed new to me, but memory is a fickle thing. You were a big fan of Southwest. I was not. Well, I've been on Southwest quite a lot lately, more than you can imagine, and I am so thankful for them. I have come to really appreciate the space they occupy as a low-cost carrier. They're still not my favorite. Obviously, my favorite is United. Hernan and I have been looking at cars, and it's been a difficult process. It made me think of how you bought the second car impulsively. I gave you so much shit. Thinking about it now, I still feel the urge to shake my head with amused incredulity. How reckless, stupid, and unnecessary. That was my reaction at the time. But it was a family car, the kind of car Hernan and I have been mulling for some time now. And I start to see things in a different way. I'd see the sparkle of what could have been. The fantasy that fell apart when I inspected why I didn't like looking in the mirror with you. I think about those videos with the mirror, and I want to review them to see if I can find myself there. Would I recognize the girl in those videos as a part of me today? Or would I be as disgusted and repulsed as I was the day I finally burned it all to the ground, trying to cleanse myself of how you made me feel and the memory of your smell? Whenever I see Hernan after we spent some time apart, one of the first things I do is smell him. Sometimes just a little sniff, or simply taking in his scent when we hug is enough. A lot of the time, though, I aggressively smell him like a search dog, going as far as shoving my face into his collar or pushing up his sleeves or the hem of his shirt, tugging at his clothes when they don't give enough access to his skin. It's a sure way for me to know I still love him. I know, what a bitch. Why would you need to know all that? Well, you don't. Let's be real. This is a letter for me, not for you. But also, this was the reason I lit that fire. I couldn't stand the smell. It was beyond no longer loving you. It was sickening. I'm not perverse like you to want that around me, and so I make no apology for how I chose to rid myself of your lingering. As much as I want to make nice and take good from our time together, I can't. I can't believe that you were innocent in exploiting some of the best years of my life. Ignorant, probably, but innocent, certainly not. Am I guilty too? Yes, certainly. But did I deserve it? No. And does my guilt matter when the court of opinion is so heavily stacked against me? I would argue no. See, I'm an expert in guilt. I was born by some way, I'm sure, from guilt, raised through denial of it, and intimately acquainted with it by a character named Angela. Forgiveness was the lesson Angela was meant to teach, but I'm not a Christian nor bound by dogma. Contrary to popular belief, I'm not holding hate or anger or resentment. I'm holding truth. And it's heavy and unwieldy. Don't get me wrong, This isn't a Greek myth. I'm not tortured and trapped. I can set it down when I get tired, but I have no intention of abandoning something so precious and valuable. You know, I own a diamond ring now. I don't wear it all the time. It's unconventional and unorthodox. That's me. Not only do I make no apology for it, I want to know why people think they should get one. I would like an apology from you, but I don't need it.